there we go. The draft's been answered. We're going to have a death profit on Dendi. The good thing about the snap, of course, you know, we'll have the at least the cookie, but down bot, Ghostic is going to get chased down through the trees here. Naive able to stay on top of the Legion Commander here, and First Blood will actually go to aggressive mode down bot, give him some protection, but back to the mid lane, they're going to get aggressive here with a Stroke of Fate. Dendi, a lot of damage from the razors. Sunlight, they need the right clicks, they're not going to miss uphill, so Sunlight will be able to find the kill onto the death prophet. Go 6 minutes. Look at the granny just dance around. He's got the haste. Gonna join on mid now. Dendi with the level 6, 3 points up on the Siphon. It's a lot of damage. They'll get the rotation coming through. Will it be there in time from Lil? Chuck's King are actually back towards the Shadow Fiend, but Dendi's gonna be able to find the last little bit of damage here. And now Lil's gonna be careful because Dendi's sucking him down. One more right click. We'll find a second. Looks like King does still end up falling, but I'd say you're pretty happy now down bot. More aggression. Ghostic's gonna be able to find the support in the Spartan here. The Gladiators, no, telekinesis him straight back. Skylark doesn't have too much mana to work around with right now, but it looks like it's not going to matter. But yeah, aggressive mode still doing well in the kill chart, and they're going to set up with the Requiem. Telekinesis drag back. Sunlight has got the triple razors, but nice rotation for Ghostic with the press the attack. Dendi, now what's a turn the aggression? Look at the heals coming through. Lil's just going to get chased back behind the tower. One more right click will find the damage. The Soulbind Jewel off to the side here, but where's the fault to be able to find the Jewel damage? It's not there right now, but the spear pins up Dendi against the tree. King R's going to try and rotate forward, but now the Phantom's Embrace we'll be able to find the kill on top of the Legion Commander, but now with the cookie forward, once again, Dendi wanting to get aggressive underneath the tower here. One more right click, Bulwark's not going to come into play with the back being turned. Dendi, oh, I love this smoke movement wrapping around mid. They're going to try and bait out. Actually, it looks like Pio already falling incredibly low. The short range is going to be able to bring him down though with the Mortimer Kisses. Dendi's going to commit the ultimate as well, but the arena to the southern side here drops up behind the tier 1 tower on the eastern side. It looks like they will be able to get the kill. It's a 2 for 2 to start, but now with the exorcism committed coming through from Dendi, Fury's going to be able to provide him right now. But you see, Pio is actually going to come join down bot, so getting a little bit aggressive early, and you'll have to use the doppelganger now, so the Inkswell stun will come through, but they got a lot of heals. Still trying to chase him throughout the trees. They'll get the false promise. Nice hit up with the Soulbind. Telekinesis drag back onto 2. They try to find the spear onto the Phantom Lance, so they might still be able to dive the tower though. Pio fully maxed out, but Skylark's able to drop the arena here, so no protection coming through. Pio's just going to try and waste as much time as possible, but it's actually a triple kill for Lil. An incredible movement. They're going to try and bait Sunlight mid. Ghostic will set up here the cookie. Actually gets a telekinesis, pins him up to the tree now. But they want to try and find off the side, however, the Soulbind. There's no follow-up, and now Dendi actually commits the exorcism, so it looks like bait. They're going to try and continue the fight, but reading, they're fully out of there without any lockdown. Dendi stuck in the Gladiators as well. They get the Jewel. Your Scepter will give them some protection. Spear's going to push them further back as well with the Requiem Fear onto all 5 with the Omni Slash as well. It's a lot of damage with the X-Wall stun. Oh, triple kill for Naive. They just rip through them. What a timing with the Inkswell, and now bait. They've got to disengage here. There's a buyback coming through from the Oracle, back by the tier 1 tower. He doesn't have the Manta just yet as well, and I mean, Radiant, they want to continue the onslaught. Pio's going to get found here. Yours, Atos, they need some more follow-up stuns here with the Doppelganger. BKB is going to get popped, but now with the Inkswell stun, we're already committed for the Doppelganger here. LeBron's on the back line, but now the Soulbind into the telekinesis, set up with the Requiem. A great fight for Radiant underneath the T2 tower here, but do they have the saves to keep Pio alive? We'll be able to make it out, but it looks like with the Oracle falling, it's not going to make it further behind. You see, like, they're lacking a lot of catch now. It's just going to increase the initiation potential on the Legion Commander, who will get found here, pinned directly on the backside here. Nice initiation from Skylark. LeBron doesn't have the ultimate as well to help out. Maybe might chuck out a Fate's Edict, but now the arena traps in 2 with a Soulbind follow-up as well. There's a great fight set up for Radiant here. They will get the cookie out at least, so some protection for the Legion Commander. So it's a 1 for nothing in the meantime. Always has the protection of the Manta as well. Skylark once again. Dendi's not going to get stunned up here, but taking way too much damage. Omnislash going to get committed as well, but jaunts over to the Illusions. However, Dendi has to get the BKB. Now with the Mortimer Kisses flying through as well, he will be healed up with the Siphon's going to try and get on top of Lil, but does he have the damage? To Scepter at the last second with the Requiem follow-up. Shadow Fiend obliterates Dendi. He's got a buyback available though, but it looks like Dire just falling way too low outside the base. The Legion Commander, he's got the Glimmer, but where's the vision? Dust off to the side. Lil has the control coming through. Telekinesis actually on the Snapfire. Sunlight still trying to chase him down the razors. 1 long range, just not enough. Ghosty. Oh, Skylark. What? The Jewel. They don't get the well damage, but still, Dendi's actually going to buy back for this as well. But some Skylark, that's quite the aggressive blink. I mean, it's able to make enough space for aggressive mode to get a full lane of racks down bot. Try and get a little bit of regen coming through to anyone that's weak, mana-wise or heal. But all blink forward straight away with the Euroscept, and there's no follow-up right now. So I think Ghostic just way too far pushed up, and now the arena controls him too. Where's the false promise? I mean, they don't even have it available right now. They'll chuck up the Fate's Edict to try and help out with King R, but now on the back line, Soul Blind, Telekinesis still not going to come just yet, but it's not going to matter considering because the Death Prophet to BKB, he chucks up the Exorcism, but Dendi, he just can't do anything. Left to his own devices, Pierre is going to be forced to buy back here, but this is probably just game. Aggressive mode completely run over bait. What a performance coming through. I mean, this Jug, wow, they gave Jug a incredible laning stage. They're going to dive the well as well and make it a full 5-man wipe. Celebratory way to end the game. Or is it the Dendi Mars? It is the Dendi Mars. But you do see we're going to start with 3 heroes down bot. LeBron here. Him is actually going to go for the chain level 1 as well. And runs in a couple of roots. So Skylark, so it gets rooted up. It's a lot of damage. Now they need one more little bit coming through. Pio will be able to find first blood here. Nice start for them. LeBron's taking a fair bit of damage, and Lil will have the roll up in a couple of seconds. Stun's actually onto the Dark Willow, so even then it's not going to matter. Spartan's able to get the last little enchant. Just right click. Nice little side steps as well, missing the bramble. Looked at the top real quick because Clockwork's probably going to end up falling. There we go. Ghosting. It will still drop here. Naive takes a fair bit though with the root. Nice TP from King R. So the good thing about the Enchantress is the fact that you are able to kind of jungle up and not soak up too much solo experience. But I mean, Lil's just going to get caught here. The roll, unable to escape, and it just feels like they don't have a firm grasp of how they need to play this game right now. Aggressive mode. Shadowfin stuck in the river. Who's going to get brought down as well? Dendi with a double damage run in the arena. Naive looking like he's going to go the same build, but Beta really pushing up the tempo. They're doing a great job. Much better this game with what they were last, but Lil, Curse Crown straight on top of Ghostic here. Rated. They've got the numbers. Piero's even going to show up to the engagement as well with a hookshot Sunlight. Triple raise. Piero's going to be careful here. They'll charge up the Requiem, but now with the Terrorize being committed here, Sunlight, you just can't stay in one place at the same time. Here, the Spear with the Terrorize combo. Great setup coming through. Dendi gonna be able to find the kill there. Pierre actually with the illusions. In fact, the Naive comes a little late. They'll get the Omni Slash out, but they're gonna take it up LeBron, unfortunately, with 2 crits at the end. Naive will at least be able to find a kill with that rotation, although Pierre, roll, Lil, once again off the mark, he's able to get the silence at least. Oh, Dendi! Level 10 maxed out Rebuke. It just shreds through him, and now Skylark's stuck in the cogs as well, taking a fair bit of damage now. He's got to be careful with the Whirling Death. Will at least kill the Clockwork before he ends up falling here. They're able to do it this game. This is a game where he's killable, it looks like, to say the least, for the Melodic, but I'll commit the Omni Slash onto Ghostic. He's relatively tanky with the double brace, but even then, it is the level 2 in the Omni Slash. Now, Shadow Realm, was enough damage to find Lil? Looks like the answer is no. Naive's going to try and get on top of King R here, so it looks like with the roll follow-up, they're going to be able to find the kill. Nice little play. Wait, who's going Spirit? I saw Spirit Vessel get queued up. It might be the Clockwork instead. Shot. Uh-oh, not again, Skylark. It's a lot of damage on Ghostic. Might actually try and find the kill before he ends up dying here, but he's out of mana thanks to the Cogs pushback, and here comes Pio. They'll commit the Terrorize. Dai's going to try and TP in and protect him. Will end up falling, but just after the Clockwork kill, now with the Requiem charge off Sunlight, we'll be able to get it off in the meantime. It's a lot of damage with the Magnetize starting to stack up here. Triple for the side of aggressive mode. The age is not yet timed out, so gonna probably have a minute around to work with. But I want to continue the aggression now with the Omni Slash just onto Ghostic. Pio silence as well. They might be able to deal with the first life, and now with the kick forward, Lil's gonna claim this. There's a buyback coming through for the Clockwork. They do have the outpost control in the meantime, and now they're gonna drop the Death Wall, but it's way too much damage with the Max Sunlight trying to charge up the Requiem. Be able to get it, but a nice Terrorize forces aggressive mode back towards their high ground. Now the hookshot and paired up with the root in place. A Cogs onto 2, and now they're just letting them go to work. Pio with the illusion starting to sack up. Sunlight's gonna end up falling here. It's just not enough damage coming through from Dire. Juggernaut, he's already out of there. Spartan stuck inside of the root with no protection coming through. It looks like the rest of the cores are just left to his own devices here. What a Terrorize coming through. Oh, they still got the ward there, so they know exactly where the Dark Wellow is. He's gonna run into the Witch Doctor. Blade Fury's going to come out straight away, just trying to deal with the support. They got the Sentry as well. It gives him some magic resistance, but still with the last crit coming through. I'll deal with the Witch Doctor straight away, but off to the northern side, Timbersaw actually off to his own devices. His Sunlight's going to go for the USF, the BKB combo with the Requiem. They'll control up the clockwork, able to end up falling, but Pier is going to try and man-fight here with the bash coming through. Sunlight's got the spider leg, so makes it down to the low ground, but still with the slow Pier, able to find the Shadow Fiend, might pay the price, so with the Omni Slash coming through, doesn't have enough illusions to tank this bad boy up, and now Dendi is the next target for them. Probably will be able to get away with the blink. Naive does dodge the Melody. That's actually pretty, I guess he has the Blade Fury, so it's not going to worry too much, but Radiant still have a couple of heroes in the area though. Naive's going to be pretty careful. Dendi's going to commit to the blink now. Naive, a lot of damage. The Bulwark's not going to help out, and our Ghost Stick as well. I mean, they commit to BKB for this, so I'd say Dire are pretty content if they want to just back off, but oh, the Conqueror on top of the Juggernaut here. They're going to pin him up against the tree as well, but where's the follow-up Stunlock coming through? Clockwork, he's got the hook shot. A perfect chain control. We'll be able to survive the God's Rook, and thanks to the Glimmer Cape, we're kind of making an engagement towards the mid lane. Skylark, Curse Crowned up. He does have the Heal Scepter's going to get it around at the last second. Trying to use the Alpha Whoop to tank up with the Battery Assault, but it looks like with the Cogs pushed back, Skylark will end up falling, but now it looks like Clockwork, unfortunately the Cogs not going to work in his favor now. Pinned up to the other side here, Dendi drops the Arena, stuck inside the river onto the Enchantress. The Untouchable gives him some protection until the God's Rebuke Slam comes through. 3 dead on aggressive mode. We saw what happened last time if they chain lock him in a position, but they're actually on the, they're going to smoke up themselves. Lil roll connects onto no one now, and it's pretty much no man's land as well. But the Abyssal Blade 4 commits very early with the Earth Spirit, unable to get any abilities off. Now with the hook shot, he's got a buyback available. Nice position for the Cogs as well, actually stuck on the high ground. Here comes the BKB, gonna drop the Arena, but the Requiem is just not enough damage. And on Naive, he has the cheese, chucks up the Omni Slash as well. It's a lot of damage out, but Jog's gonna be careful. They're gonna try and take it off, but Jog somehow, can he find the Phantom Lancer, coking it up, and he's gonna end up getting brought down. Double kill for the PL, but Pier, he wants to try and chase more with the Spider with the bash coming through. Jog, he doesn't have a buyback available now. They'll find a second. Dire, they're just gonna try and disengage here. Lil rolls in the back line. If you're able to get on top of the Timbersaw, that's, you know, the better way to start. I mean, it's not easy to jump Naive. I guess with the Abyssal Blade, that might be a great start. And now with the Arena terrorizing it, try and keep him alive here, but he's going to end up falling. No buyback available. Sunlight commits a Requiem just for the Witch Doctor. No, Dragon might take the tower, so they're going to get a little bit of vision there, but aggressive mode, they just drop the G's. I guess the Abyssal Blade's a pretty good way to initiate on top of the Juggernaut. Never mind. Abyssal into the just chain lock down the Juggernaut. There's both teams throughout this series now with a win. Might be able to get another. I'm not sure if they saw the Slark get his items delivered here, but they're going to wrap on the mid lane. However, just will get caught. They've got the setup coming through with the Conquer Boat combination. LeBron, Purification with the Heavenly Grace is just not enough to be able to keep them live through. Now LeBron might pay the price as well with a double damage rune. Sunlight doing so much damage now. Lil up on the high ground. It's going to go toe-to-toe with King R. Unfortunately, with the silence will prevent the stun from following up. The Torrent a little bit shy here. Somehow King R will be able to make it out of this. Go full tankiness, double bracer. Wouldn't be surprised if he wants the treads this game, but Radiant smoke mid. You can get the Rum Boat coming through potentially. Might be enough to keep him alive, and here comes Skylark. Spartan doesn't have the ultimate available. The boat's going to come off to the side here. Skylark tries to deal with the puck. Will be able to find the kill. Now Dendi doesn't have too much mana to work around with as well. A nice torrent. Clips him off to the side here, but still the Purifying Flames now starting to work into Dendi's favor. But with the Fortune's End, Skylark closes the distance. He's got a little bit of mana to work around with as well. With the maxed out Timber Chain, tries to collapse onto the backline here. LeBron playing around with the trees. It's just going to amplify the damage coming through from the Whirling Death. And it looks like, unfortunately, it's a double kill. Unfortunately, if you're a B8 fan, a bait fan. They'll glyph it up, give it some protection, and now it doesn't allow them to keep glyph for the tower, but oof, shotgun. Not able to find the Zeus, but a quick replicate working up with the Lightning Bolt, and now LeBron has the Heavenly Grace, some status resistance, but even then it's the last second, it's not going to matter. Dire, nice movement from them. They're able to protect the tier 1 tower mid, and they're going to be able to instead turn these 2 kills into an objective. The puck is always able to dodge this with the face shift, but Radiant actually going to try and take a fight here. A fine Ghost Stick. Skylark coming from across the map here, so it's a lot of damage. They're going to chuck out the ultimate as well from the Omni Knight, but here comes the Waveform Brawl, pushes it back inside the pit, but it's not going to matter with the Adaptive Strike. They'll find the Beast, but now Coil onto 2. Pio just can't really control anyone right now. Continue right-clicking now with the X drag back. He's able to stay alive for a period of time thanks to the Dark Pack, but it's not going to matter. They'll find 3 heroes, B8. If they want, I mean, they'll probably give him Aegis, not that he really needs it, but be able to heal up the Morphling here. Still has a lot of time left on the Aegis, and with the tier 3 tower now end up down, that's 2-3 towers down, and they'll find Dendi. King on, nice use of the silence is going to disrupt the combination, but now Naive straight on top of him. The shotgun shreds through him. No protection coming through from the Guardian Angel now, forced to commit the buyback, but Naive, they just can't deal with the Morphling. Going to beat into the racks. Bait just kind of have to watch this end up falling, and once again they keep getting the X's on top of Dendi. If they bring him down, that's just all their high ground defense. Pio forced to pounce himself away, but meanwhile off in the northern side here, trying to get on top of LeBron. They do get the roar up, but a nice glimmer keeping up with the false promise as well. They still can't deal with the first life, and instead Naive is going to move aggressively to try and find the Beastmaster. He will be successful at that. They will let him lose the first life there. Instead Spartan is not actually going to give him the heals coming through. Straight on top of me. He's just going to turn around. I mean, just E-blades himself and stops any potential. Nice bow. Coil into 3 actually, so they're going to be careful here with the BKB pop. It's a lot of damage. Zeus has just been able to output the damage onto the backline now, but Morphling wants to turn around. They're even going to buy back on top of the line as well, and Stark's going to be careful with the positioning, however, with the Shadow Dance being on cooldown, forced to man fight, but he doesn't have a buyback available. Morphling falling incredibly low here. Has the strength coming through, so he will be able to survive. He's trying to push the wave in. They're going to wrap all the way around here. I mean, how is Zeus going to be able to join them? They're on train to Sunlight with the roll getting committed. Conker's relatively tanky. Now the call on the backline, it's a lot of damage with the Thunder God's Wrath as well. Lion's going to end up falling. Oracle will join him as well. Really nicely started the fight coming through from Bait, and now with the blink. Onto the backline here. Pio with the pound straight on top of Naive. They're stealing a lot of stats right now. Morphing's going to be careful. Gets a replicate, but he's going to end up dropping. Be able to sit the high ground. They're going to smoke themselves. I mean, they don't think they can sneak Roche. Instead, they're going to walk up. Dire do have some relatively good wards on the higher ground, so they've got to be careful with the positioning coming through. Naive showing himself along with the Timbersaw. So Radiant getting all the knowledge that they need. But there is a double damage rune now with the Thunder Gods going to try and deal with the supports in the backline. They get the Vision Glimmer, get protection, but now with the BKB committed, Starks going to try and deal with the supports, but he's unable to right now with the BKB duration getting kited. A core onto the backline, Morphling falling incredibly low with the Nibbles coming through from Dendi as well. They're going to be able to bring down Naive, and now the double damage rune completely wasted, and still 2 heroes down on aggressive mode. Starks not done just yet with the pounce on the backline. We'll be able to find Sunlight. Nice use of the Dark Pack, gets rid of the torrent, but Pio, he wants to continue for more with the pounce being on cooldown. Use both of the charges here with the super creeps, but they're still gonna have ages to work around with through a period of time. But they know the Zeus isn't showing. He's showing down bot right now, so it looks like with the we're gonna try and waveform aggressively, maybe try and blow up the puck to start. We'll be able to do that. They want to continue the fight though with Hex, Finger of Death, Omni Knight relatively tanky, I say that, but the shotgun's going to come through. Naive going to be able to burst down a second one with a double kill for the Morphling. There we go, Conker's going to end up falling as well. I mean, I guess I can like every minute, but I mean, Oracle's going to get caught out in the river as well. Like, they've had a lot of positioning this game. Lotus, Morphling, protected up. I mean, he's just trying to farm up the camps, and now it's straight on top of the Timbersaw here with the Dark Pack. Gets rid of the stun. Timber, where's the protection coming through? However, another pounce. He's got the Bloodstone active at least, but it's just going to allow Slog to steal a little bit more stats. They still want to go mid, man. I guess Pio does have a double damage rune. Oh, Finger of Death. Not going to do enough damage here. I mean, he does have 3 points in it, so it's not going to be the longest cooldown, but goes stick with Blink forward. Unable to kind of get the initiation. Unfortunately, straight away, just the all chat voice line there. But no, buyback coming through. Oracle bursts it down, it looks like, by Dendi, committing the Nimbus here. Now with the Raw, Naive's going to be fine. He's got the Heavenly Grace coming through with the status resistant. Pierre's going to be able to bring him down in the meantime, and now with the shotgun build, Slog taking way too much damage. Still going to be able to get the Shadow Dance off in the meantime. Man fighting under the T4 tower, but can he get the waveform out? Satani's going to come through. A lot of lives still, but it is enough to keep the Morphling alive. It's pretty much just Morphling outputting all the damage right now. Is forced to disengage. Now still Puck making so much havoc onto the backline with the 3-man silent. They still haven't dealt with the Raxes just yet, but it looks like it's not going to be enough to be able to bring them down. Puck controlled. They have their Hex, going to try and run towards the Nimbus to give him some protection. Now, ooh, the stun. King R somehow still alive. Is able to get the force off, stuck inside the trees here. Timber chain forward. Do they have the damage? Another phase shift. We'll finally be able to bring him down. Essence for this, and now Naive frontlining here. Oh, can he get the strength morph out in the meantime? They're closed over. They break him down. He's going to buy back available. They're showing himself with the Timbersaw as well. With the Lotus, it's just not enough to keep him alive here. Aggressive mode. They lose 2 heroes. They both have a buyback available as well. Oracle will be up in 4 seconds, but the T4 is going to end up falling. Slug 45 stolen. Agi, they'll get the Heavenly Grace out. The boat stuns him up, but it's just for a short period of time here. And now Morphling has to deal with the supports on the backline, but Waveform straight on top of the Nimbus here. They get the Hex, controlling up the Puck. If they can bring him down, that is a dieback though. They haven't dealt with the base just yet. The Raw, Morphling control. He's able to get the BKB. The status as well coming through thanks to the Satanic now. Will be able to keep him alive, but the throw, it's exposed. Pio's got to be careful. He's losing a fair bit of mana. There's a double damage on Sunlight as well. Unfortunately, not the Morphling. Here comes Pio, Abyssal Blade straight on top of the Oracle here. He's got the Magic Lamp, it's enough to be able to keep him alive. No, Dendi brings him down with the second Nimbus. Now off in the side, however, straight on top of the Beast Sparkle. They got the shotgun. He's going to get brought down inside the river as well, but Stark's going to try and deal with the sports. Like the Bloodstone active, Timbersaw will be fine. The BKB is starting to get caught up another roll. They got the Strength Ball coming through. Morphling going to try and man-fight however with the Shadow Dance coming out straight on top of the line. Slark is just stealing all the S's right now. They're going to be careful. A couple of bashes coming through as well. They got the Heavenly Grace and the Morphling's going to turn around with the Satanic away from as well. They get a last pounce up into the high ground, but Naive's going to be fine with the status resist. They just can't control him, or instead they just bring him down. Dendi, they can't kill the goddamn Zeus. So much burst potential and aggressive mode. They have to tap out. They'll drop the G's. What a Slark performance.